Wow. Good afternoon. Oh, by the way, we have different time zone represented, and I might not be actually correct to say Happy New Month. I think that is the best way to start. Happy New Month. Happy New Month, everyone. So delighted and happy to be coming for the first live stream after some break. And I so much want to say a very big thank you to everyone that listens, to every listener, and to everyone that at one point or the other we have had opportunity to engage and to connect on this platform or via other social media accounts that I represent. And it gives me great joy to see this great year. We all started and everybody was like, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And I just can't thank God enough that we are all here, hale and healthy, live, thanking God who has given us the opportunity to see this blessed day. And so as it sits, I have the intention to just keep it brief and to also make sure I get everyone that is not yet on the stream to get on board. And so I'm just going to be sharing the link and getting everybody to know that I'm live. Thank you very much. For those of you that will be watching the replay, I so much appreciate you. Very soon I'm going live and I'm going to just starting. Just want to do this last link, yeah, to just quickly send to those people that requested. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So today I have the privilege of sharing with you the title. There is so much very pertinent to my heart, and I have every reason to be grateful to God who has given me the privilege and the opportunity to be here and to be doing this at this moment. I want you to just imagine what that thing is. If there has ever been anything you want so badly in your life, there's ever been anything you wanted so badly, I want to ensure and I want to tell you that you can have it. You will definitely have it if you don't just think of dreaming about it and you desire to start taking a step, doing something about it. It is going to go beyond the realms of dream to becoming a reality. And if there's anything every one of us wants in our lives, everything we want to experience, if there's any joy, if there's any hope, if there's anything that gives us every of those love and what have you, it is for us to be able to see and acknowledge the fact that every of our wants and everything we want in life, they are valid. And that when we are willing and we're able to pay the price, it is definitely up to us to see the true realization and actualization of that very thing you have desired to see in your life. And so I will title today's broadcast as the wealthiest place. The wealthiest place. And when I talked about the wealthiest place, I know our minds can start traveling and we can begin to imagine, like history have taught us, or maybe some of us that are very close to those we have listened to motivational talk and speakers. They will definitely tell you that the wealthiest place in the world is in the graveyard, it's the cemetery, it's where people live their dreams untapped into. And I want to come with a different scenario, with another approach that is totally different from what we've all been told. By the way, my name is Adeola Atekoja. If this is your first time coming on board and engaging with me on this platform, I am a YouTube specialist and I'm a book publishing specialist, and I help aspiring authors, speakers, coaches, entrepreneurs, top CEOs and professionals write, package and monetize their wisdom and expertise so that they are able to scale and live the life they've always dreamed. And it has always been my joy and my aspiration to be your guide and your mentor in that journey and that path to you becoming the celebrated author that you've always dreamed for. Because, like I've always said, one of the greatest things you can do for yourself is to choose and decide to package every gift, wisdom, expertise that you have and you have been living untapped. Back to the topic, the wealthiest place in the world is inside you. So I was saying that if we used to define this in those days, the wealthiest place in the world has never been the vault in the bank or where we put all the money in the world. It has never been in Silicon Valley, as rich as that place, or even the Wall Street. Like many of us can relate, those are the places where money matter, money issue is always, being discussed and being worked on. It has always been placed inside of you. And I'm going to be sharing a little, I'm delving dive inside more why that is true. But here is the tragedy. Most people die with that wealth locked all inside them. They never access it, they never share it, and it was never multiplied. I don't know if you can relate to some of this. I don't know if you can relate to some of this truth. And that is why it is going to be my joy to share with you and let you see that you can choose to live a life that creates value and legacy 10 times what you are having at the moment. That when you begin to see and understand that the wealthiest place in this world is inside of you, you will never again give other people the permission to live your life and to teach you or to tell you how to live your life. You will come from a place of knowledge and a place of understanding, and you will refuse to live your life from the back burner. And what I'm going to share with you that is so profound that I'm going to live with you is the fact that you will always and always be so proud of who and what God has put inside of you if you begin to understand that it is up to you to live and be who God has called you to be. Yeah. So let's just start again and let me take you through what I have put there inside my notes. So I have something here that I put here, like, let me share my own part of the story of how this topic became something that I'm so passionate about. Let me take you back memory lane 5 years ago. It was during the lockdown. And everybody, as you all know, life was on pause. The world slowed down and everybody was just either working from home or you are just hoping and waiting and looking forward to the time we will be called back to resume. And along that time, I had my last baby and I was nursing mother and I was doing the little I could do. Then I've had some series of training that have kind of only helped me to see more about life. Now, when you talk about competition in life, the only competition that matters is the competition to become a better version of yourself. That you are not going to become better when you start competing with others. because you are never meant to be there. And if you remember how you were uniquely created by virtue of creation, by virtue of your DNA composition, you were never meant to live life alone. You have been given a special place in God to live a life that is totally unique. And so that time, back to the story I was sharing with you, I was at home nursing my baby and taking care of my family. And then because of those lessons and training I've been opportune to attend before the world closed, I decided to start a YouTube channel. This time around, it was never for fame, never for any special thing. It was just all with the notion that everything that I know, I just want to look for fellow women like her, like mine, who we can rub mine and just share our struggles, our experience, and what is helping me, how I'm running my life, and I've been able to become a better version of myself. You know, it was all out of that place of just service, helping each other, becoming a better version of ourselves. So I was just looking at how best can I become more? Can I become more? Can I do more? And can I achieve and be a blessing to my world and to fellow women? So then, as it were, growing solo, there was no applause, there was no major audience. Sometimes the video, I will just start and finish, nothing much, just obeying that passion and that desire in my mind. And sometimes I share the link to my family, to my mom and the rest, and they also try to encourage me by watching. So, but one day, let me tell you what happened. I normally, after the end of each broadcast, I will share my video to friends, to some groups, to some platform where I have some friends, and just like that, my friend got an invitation. And that invitation was, she was invited to the Capitol. It was the 2022 International Women's Day celebration. And, you know, she was given that invitation to be a guest in the White House today. But she could not attend for family reasons and other exigency. And she was told to nominate someone that she could transfer the invitation to. Guess whose name she gave instead? Just truly. She submitted my name. I knew nobody. Let me shock you. I have lived in the state for 5 years, thereabout, going to 6 years there. I have never thought of going on a free volley or on a sightseeing or excursion or just let's go around that neighborhood. I've never, ever. It has never occurred to me to just, you know, go that route. This is the lesson I want to share with you based on that short story I just shared. Obedience will always position you even when no one claps. When you focus on your passion, when you focus on your assignment, when you focus on what you know best to do, even when no one is clapping, when there is no applause, when everybody seems to just ignore you, I tell you, you will be surprised that somebody is watching. I know, let me now tell you the mistake that came with that invitation. Because I'm talking about the wealthiest place is inside of you. Because while I was doing that, I was never in my time since I started that video, that YouTube channel, thought of any invitation that would come as a result of that. And this was her confession. She said while she was going through her contact and trying to remember who she could invite, she remembered that I always post regularly. That was her. That I will always post videos, content that talks about women, and this time around it is international women. And then she just thought of, okay, wait a minute, let me talk and call Adeola if she's able. And when she called, I was available. I went. So what I'm now going to teach you before I go to other parts of that event that I did not do well, you know, because I want to show you what is possible when you allow opportunity to meet you prepared. Then you are meant, the next level you are meant to get to will come when your dedication, to increasing and improving yourself. When you allow that opportunity to be met with a preparedness, I tell you, you can never underestimate where it will take you to. That is what happened to me. That was what happened to me in that case. So I've been showing up sometimes with views, sometimes with no views, sometimes with like, sometimes with no like. But I have always remembered from one of my mentors and one of those things they've taught us that the way God creates every one of us, we are meant to be creators. In fact, the very first time God was going to be introducing himself to us in the book of Genesis chapter 1, he says, in the beginning, God creates. If we are children of God, if we are all made in the likeness and in image of God, what that automatically tells you and I is the fact that we are creators. We are creators. God has given us the ability, the nature, innate ability to be creative beings because we are made by him. And then talking about every one of us to imagine the fact that God has put and plant inside of us a seed. A seed that if you nurture it very well and you allow it to grow, you focus on your gift, you focus on your assignment, you focus on your talent, and every of those things you know how to do best. You keep watering it, you take away the weed, you stay focused, you clear every doubt. I remember this 10,000 rule, that whatever you can spend 10,000 hours studying, mastering, there is a law of nature that you will have it eventually. So when you begin to see how you convert your time, law of time conversion, and you are using everything you have to make that dream count, to make that effort count, to surround yourself with people and association and environments that boost and uplift and grow that part of you, you will be amazed at what will come out of that life. And that is the testimony that I have for you in today's section. You know, that day I remember very well when I was confused. I remember before I started doing this on a large scale, I used to think this is not for somebody like me. Oh, I have accent. Oh, I don't know how to speak fluently. Oh, I'm an African in descent. And so many people may not understand what I'm saying. Oh, what am I going to do instead? You know, I was giving myself every reason why I should not, or I could not, or I will not be able, you know, to do what I've been told to do. And then I kept giving those excuses, giving those reasons, and telling myself it's not possible. Oh, what will I do? But one of the things that I will tell you that happened is the fact that every day that I made up my mind not to stop showing up, I'm not saying what I asked you to do. I'm not, and I'm not judging myself. So sometimes when I look at my live session, maybe only one person joined, maybe only two, sometimes, and I refuse to allow that distraction to stop me. Do you understand? This is what happened afterwards. I remember telling my friend then that this thing that I'm doing, I may not be able to say this is it, but I just believe that I am not wasting my time, because I have always seen myself as a people person. I loved showing up. I just love that part of me that can connect with people and just about just seeing how we can help each other to become better version of ourselves. So I decided to devote every week, once every week, to go live and to train and to teach. So I encourage you, with that point I've said, there is a garden that God has imagined, just like the Garden of Eden. You remember when God created Adam, when God created man, he put man in the Garden of Eden, and the garden was so beautiful. And there was an assignment that man was told to do, was created to do. And every day that man show up, Adam show up to do that, tending of the garden and making it look beautiful, Every of his day was counting. He made his day count. And he was fulfilled. He was happy. Everything was good. So I want you to play that analogy also now with this understanding that you also, God placed a garden, a seed inside of you in this whole world universe, which is also a typical garden. And only you can tend, and when you plant your seed and you nurture it, it's going to make a beautiful garden that people will love and want to come and dwell. And do you know what happened? The Bible says, at the cool of the day, God always come down to come and fellowship with Adam in the garden. So there's something about the garden that is so, so compelling that man, you know, that Adam is attracting God to come and pay attention to. That is how it's supposed to be for you and I. That if we get it right in our calling, in our life, in everything that God has given to us, you will know that the seed that is inside of you is meant to be nurtured. And when you so nurture it, it's going to grow up to a tree, and it's going to have fruit. And the garden is going to become so beautiful that man, everyone around you, everyone that is called to you, they will be attracted by the fruit from that tree. And they will want to ask, come on, how can I have a bite of that thing? So basically, when I went to the White House, the Capitol building, first time in my life ever, I was saying that there was something that almost happened, that which was the mistake that I almost made. You know that when I was in that room, I felt everybody else was bigger than I am. Like everyone have different professionals, they are doing one great thing, but I thank God I did not overlook that opportunity and the challenge I took from there. You know, it was like I showed up unprepared because it came like I was never prepared. I was never thinking of it. So when it came, I was feeling unnoticed or invisible in the room. Why? Because I was not making sure I pay the price of nurturing my assignment in such a way that people can see. Can you imagine either going to that venue, going to that function with my book? How will it like look? Yes, I have so many videos, close to 150 videos on my YouTube channel, but I did not have anything that can hold. I could say, oh, this is it. Do you know? So that was the challenge that I took from there. That somebody challenged me and said, look at you. You have almost 200 videos on your YouTube channel, but yet you don't have one book. Not one book. So I decided to take up that challenge. And that same year, 2022, I decided to write my first book. And the title of that book is Connecting the Dots. How to make sense of your life's purpose and vision. That is the book. That is the book I wrote after taking that challenge that was posed to me by somebody. And I thank God that I yielded, because at that time, this is the summation of what my life have come to. I was able to connect the dots to my purpose, connect the dot to my vision, connect the dot to my life's purpose, that I don't have to die in a 9 to 5, going to a work where I hate, only to make a money and to be around people that do not love me. That's toxic. I can no longer continue. So it was a moment for me to reflect on what has actually happened to me. And that book connected doors, opportunities, and income streams that I never thought was possible. All throughout my sojourn in the land of USA, I have never been opportune to be to all the 40 states in the country. And I shock you, my books have gone to more than 20 states. And this is a testament to the fact that I took up that challenge to write my book. I hired a coach, I worked with a coach. And January 2023, my book was born. You know, I pushed the book out to the world, and it has been the greatest moment of my life that opened doors, speaking opportunities, coaching opportunities. And by virtue of what I now do, it was from that I left, literally finished launching my book, and I started having invitations to come talk to women, to come show up, to come granted interviews and what have you. And friends like I am, fellow women, were asking me to teach them how they also can package their own book. From just two people that I showed that opportunity to now having over 40 published authors who never thought they would ever be able to write their book through our publishing company, Lodeta Consulting, is a testament to the fact that if you're an expert, if you're a professional, and you're a thought leader, you can stay broke and invisible. Not because you don't have the expertise, not because you lack knowledge, not because you don't have the wherewithal, not because you are not gifted, not because you are not passionate, and not because you are not loving, but simply because you've not learned how to package the expertise and the wisdom and the wealth that you have inside of you. And I want to tell you, as a professional, you might be thinking that the book is just about being an author. No, it's more than that. It is not. It is about unlocking your authority. It is about positioning yourself as the go-to person. It's about the wealth, the doors of opportunities it can bring and it can open. And it's about legacy. It is about legacy. It is about the lives and visions that you can touch while you are doing this, just because you know that you cannot claim to have something and you are not willing to share it. If you don't share it, if you refuse to share it, if only few people in your family are the only one that are knowing, that got to know about your gift, you are doing the whole world a disservice. Because many people will only get to know about you when you choose to come out of your hiding place, to come out of your excuses, and to come out of every reason you have given why you think your gift, your talent, or your calling is so small and it does not have what it takes. Every account that you are going to be given is going to be a function of how many lives you touch. And I'm so happy for those of you that are joining live. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you for your staying. Thank you for your time. And thank you for your engagement. It means a lot to me because I know that by virtue of what I'm talking about, you could have been doing something else. And I'm so proud of you guys. And I'm so grateful. And I just want to tell you that you are amazing. And I want to say thank you. I hope you are finding value in what I'm sharing. Before I quickly, or by the way, before I wrap everything up, what I need to let you know is that some of the people that we get to celebrate today, if you can think of any name, if you can think of anybody that so much have impact, that outlived their time, long after they have gone and they are no more in the time, in the land of the living, and people still get to talk about them. One of the greatest things that must have happened to those people is the fact that they decided to immortalize their name. Have you ever wondered why your greatest grandfather, maybe fourth generation or fifth generation, you don't get to know them, even though you know your parents or your grandparents? And there are names of people that will mention that have lived centuries and decades, long, that even seems close to those of that your great grandfather. It is because they decided to do something that will outlive them, to write their story, to give wisdom, to share it, and not just leave it. I always love to share this analogy that if you go to the river, to the ocean, you know, to the sea, everybody can see water. But do you see that the water there, it is not everybody that can use it. If you bring that water home, you can't drink it. You still have to go through some things, some process before it can become something that anybody can drink. So nobody can lay home. So it is the world is like that river, that sea. There's a lot of potential in it. But the only way you can unlock and unearth it and it can become yours is when you worked on it. So it starts by you doing what? Taking a bucket from your house, going to the river or going to the sea, fetching that water, bringing it to your house, allowing it to settle, sieving it, allowing it to settle, removing all the dirt, boiling it to kill all the germs, allowing it to cool down, treating it with some chemicals or with some pH that will make it edible and conducive. And then you can now decide to even take it further. You can decide to package that into a bottle. You can decide to now sell it. Do you see the process that water, that living water, that bottled water, or whatever you have in your home at the moment? I'm trying to look for my water. I think my bottle, I dropped it. So you can see that water became what it is, such that when you decide to sell it, everybody wants to buy it because you are dispensing values to them. That is how your life is meant to be. That none of us supposed to be broke. There is no reason why you as an expert should become invisible and be broke as we speak. The only reason why that is happening is because you have refused to work on your God-given seed, God-given talent, God-given assignment. And I want to close strongly by reminding you that your life has value. Your voice carries power, and your story was never meant to stay hidden. And I want to quickly remind you, if you have ever seen an apple tree, when the apple tree go through from the moment the seed is being sown and buried in the soil to the moment it's going black and everywhere under the soil, there's nothing showing, there's no sign of anything coming out of that tree, that seed. To when it keeps on being watered, to when it keeps growing up, till the time it becomes a fruit that has an invitation from people to want to eat it. Do you notice that the apple tree cannot eat its own apple? It's meant for someone else. That is why you see that people will have to come for it. That is the same analogy that I want to give it to you and I. That all the giftings, your stories, your experience, your life, it is not meant for you. It is meant to uplift others. Your story, every experience, both good, bad, and ugly, is meant to uplift others. So I want to encourage you tonight and asking you to let go of every hiding, to stop allowing your gift to be part of those that will be nourishing the grave, to let your gift and your talent and your seed become someone else's breakthrough. So the wealthiest place in the world is inside of you. It's time for you to unlock it. And this is why I want to use this opportunity to invite you. Come next week, Saturday, I'm hosting a free live webinar. And it's all about 7 mistakes keeping you from writing your best-selling book and how you can overcome them. I'll be breaking down for you step-by-step tips and framework on why what you know is enough and how you can turn that story, that wisdom, that expertise, that philosophy into influence and into income. Time is 7:12 p.m. Eastern, come May 10th, 2025. That is it. I hope to see you there, and I'm going to be dropping the link to register for that webinar in the description and the comment section. I'll sure be definitely be dropping that. And make sure you get a hold of it and invite your friends, and let's unlock the secret to how the wealthiest place inside of you can be unlocked for your world to see. I hope you do find value in what I've shared today. And if that is a yes, please give this video a like. Please subscribe if you are yet to, so that you can continue to have valuable content and informative videos from this channel, and you get notified when it comes, when it drops every week. And also kindly share this with someone you love, because I tell you, we are in for a great deal, and I can't wait to help you unfold that great treasure that is lying fallow inside of you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you. So come with your questions, come with any frustration, any pain you have, whatever it is that you want to see happen. I know that together we will be having a great time. And I also will be giving you a free download of the best-selling book idea workbook. I'm also going to be sharing that with everyone that sign up for that training from now. So we have only 50 slots, and I want to encourage you to go for it right away. Don't you wait further, because I tell you, it is going to be great. So let me just drop the link on the chat so that we can all take opportunity to register. So here is it. Go grab it. Let me just copy it and share. Yeah, on the video. Let me just drop it right away so you can have it. Thank you very much, everyone. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you. So here is it. I'm going to just paste it so you can go ahead and just register. Yeah. All right. So I have, that is it. That's the link. Look forward to seeing you. Look forward to seeing you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Beachy Waves. Thank you, Naomi, for joining. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Ade. Thank you, Yellow Brick. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all. I do hope you have value, you found value in all that we share. Please give the video a like. If you are yet to give it a like, I'll be so proud of you. And this is where I'm going to be dropping. And next time I'm seeing you, please don't forget that the only way you can prove you love something, that you want something bad enough, you don't just talk about it. You don't just dream about it. You get up and do something about it. That is what I'm going to say. Yeah. If you love something so bad enough, don't just talk about it. Don't just dream about it. Don't just think about it. Get up and do something about it. Yeah, be like Jesus. Be like Jesus, who went about doing good. It's time for your world to celebrate you. Yes, I mean you. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful week and new month, and a blessed one full of action. Can't wait to hear your success. Please go ahead and register um I'll see you right there. Bye. Thank you.